So this is something we have created. It is a fresh design. I hope you will really like it. So before moving further, let's watch this. Envato Elements provides you more than 32,000 PowerPoint templates here. And if you are more into Google Slides or Keynotes, again the story is same. Here is the list of amazing PowerPoint templates that you can use. Just download, fill the content, change the images, and start delivering your PowerPoint presentations. Envato Elements is a creative library of not only just PowerPoint templates. If you need graphics, graphic templates, sound effects, music, video templates, stock videos, photo, font, add-ons, and if you are into websites, then WordPress templates, HTML templates, 3D work, CMS templates, and here you can see the list is endless. And one of the most important part of Envato Elements are the Premiere Pro templates, which are really amazing. If you look here, these are some beautiful Premiere Pro templates which you can use in your videos and enhance your videos to show different styles, intros, lower thirds, text, and you can show images in beautiful templates. So all this comes under a unique package of Envato Elements subscription. All you need to do is just subscribe and enjoy unlimited downloads. And if we talk about licensing, the licensing is very simple. It's just one simple commercial license for all of these items. So you can subscribe to Envato Elements now and get unlimited downloads. All you need to do is just click on the link provided in the video description and get this amazing subscription. So let's begin with the tutorial. And for every design, always place the color palette. So this will really help you. So this is the color scheme that we are going to follow. So let's move it to the top. So here we will insert a nice texture. So let's find a texture in the stock images. So I found this very colorful, very saturated. So let's use this. Now create an overlay shape. Just remember, in this video we are going to use many overlay shapes. Go to format and apply gradient fill. So you can pick any gradient direction you want, but make sure it's linear. So here let's do some experiment. Like let's try to find a color balance here. So for now I have created this two stops gradient, increased the transparency on both the gradient stops so that the wallpaper can be seen in the background. Now again duplicate the overlay, or you can insert a new rectangle. In this overlay, I'm going to use this yellow shade. Increase the transparency on the first gradient stop. On the second, just keep it 100%. We only need the left gradient stop. And make sure it is aligned perfectly on the screen on your slide area, or you can use the align options. Just try to change the direction and move these sliders until you get the result you need. I wanted some yellowish shade on this screen. So again duplicate the overlay. So this is the third overlay. Fill white so that you can see it and you can apply the colors you want. Now we need a shape. Yes, so this is the shape. Just draw it and select the background, then this shape, and then subtract, and then click on this white area and increase the transparency, and you will get this beautiful background texture. Now again duplicate the overlay, or you can insert a new rectangle, a white rectangle. Apply black fill and then increase the transparency. Again duplicate add a black fill, and again increase the transparency, and this time insert this circular shape, make it large, select the background and then the shape, go to merge shapes and click on subtract. Apply gradient fill, make sure it is 2 stops gradient. Apply white on both the gradient stops. On the second gradient stop, increase it to 100% and change the direction from top to bottom. On the first gradient stop, keep it above like 60%. And make sure all the layers are within the slide area. Now again duplicate and then apply this radial fill. So this is, I guess, the 6th or 5th layer, and here we are using this radial gradient. This time the gradient type is radial, and here I have used the blue gradient effect. And you have to check the transparency and the slider position. Now the background is all set. Now let's create the shape of the diagram, and for that insert this shape and rotate it to the left. Adjust its size because we want to place it at this bottom part of the screen. So remove any outline, apply gradient fill. Make sure the gradient type is linear, from either it can be from top to bottom or diagonal. Added the transparency effect on one of the gradient stop. Now insert this second shape. And you can check the roundedness or the curves at the corner. Remove the outline. Apply gradient fill. We will check the corners or the curves later. Let's first duplicate it and create multiple copies of it. So here I was just testing or just experimenting like how it's gonna look. Let's create the copies of it. So here we have these 5 shapes. Make sure these are aligned to middle and distributed horizontally, and move the back to the left because we want one additional shape on the right side, the ending shape. Flip it vertically and then horizontally so that it faces towards the left. Now let's decrease the curves and make it kind of straight corners. Now let's fill the color from the color palette that we have. So we have 5 colors in our color palette, and also we have these 5 shapes. So we are using the gradient fill here. And this is one of my favorite color scheme because it has got all important colors. And meanwhile, if you are watching this video and if you haven't subscribed, I would request you to subscribe to our channel so that you get all the updates, videos from us. And if you have any question, you can put it in the comment box, or you can even email to us. So what we are doing here is we are filling two stops gradient. On the second gradient stop, use a darker shade of the color. You can use this slider, move it down so it will fill the darker shade of the color. And the starting and ending shape we have kept white. Now let's create a placeholder on the background for our infographic design, and for that fill the white color and bring the diagram to the front. And here you can see the starting and ending shape is not visible, and for that first we have to adjust it and then we will apply the transparency effect. So as I said, you can see the starting and ending shape now. And then you have to insert this rounded rectangle and move it to the center. Make sure the edges are rounded, and you can always use this yellow dot to fill white color. Remove the outline, and here you can apply the shadow effect, increase the blur and the transparency. Now we have to apply some shades of the light on these shapes, and for that you have to duplicate only one shape, any of the shapes, and then draw this circle over it. Select the background shape, then the circle, click on subtract, and then apply gradient fill and fill white color on both the stops. On the second gradient stop, increase it to 100% and slightly move it to the left. On the first one, keep it above 50%, and this is the shape you will get. Just place it at the top of the yellow shape, duplicate it and place it throughout all the shapes. So this makes it look very realistic, glossy, and overall the slide looks very good. And the same goes to this starting shape. Create a copy of it, place the circle, select the background and subtract it from the circle and place it over the starting shape. Apply gradient fill. On the first gradient stop, we will fill the yellow color. So on this shape we are using this color palette, so we will use all the 5 colors over it. One by one you have to use this eyedropper tool, which is amazing, and pick the colors. So this will give a theme to the starting shape. And then you can play with the direction, slightly move the sliders to the left or right. So this diagonal direction looks very good. Create a copy of it, go to picture transparency, increase the transparency, and add this extra layer over it. Now bring this white rounded rectangle to the front, this bar, the long bar that we have created. Again duplicate it a couple of times, then align to the center and then subtract. You will get this shape. Remove its shadow effect and fill black color and increase the transparency and place it above the bar. And now you can see this bar looks kind of a 3D shape. Now duplicate this background placeholder that we have created, slightly reduce the height and width, and further change the transparency levels and bring this the infographic that we have created to the front. So the background has double layers. Now we will add few icons, and for that place this circle, fill white color. We only need the outlines, or you can do the opposite as well, like you can remove the outlines and only keep the colors. And you can always zoom in to adjust the items. And then you can duplicate the circles and place it on all the remaining 4 shapes. Now let's add the icons, and you can pick the icons you want as per the content you are about to add here. If you can see that this design is very easy to create. All you need to do is just remember these tricks that I have told you. This will and you can apply these tricks to any of your design, and your designs will look really beautiful, realistic. And make sure all the icons are placed inside the circles, and you can always use the align option. Alignment is very important, and I tell this in all of my videos. And you can always practice this slide. You can download it from the G Drive link, which is in the description of this video. Also, you can like and subscribe to our channel, and you can support us by joining the membership. Click on the join button. Now this part is very easy, but this is the most ignored item when it comes to PowerPoint. And I always say that text styling is also very important. Just do not place the text as it is, just try to stylize it. Focus on the important keywords, their placement, bold, unbold, heavy text, light font. All of these things matter. Slightly move this bar towards the top. So this is how you can place the heading. And let's reuse this text box, and you can add the heading of the first step. So you can use it for like steps, process, or any kind of workflow, strategy. Timeline is also possible to show in this design. Or if you're showing some components, like these are the 5 components, 5 pillars. So this design is very useful. What more you can add here? You can also add like some stats, numbers. So let's add some numbers here as well. So I have applied shadow effects on all the text headings. Now let's add the numbers here as well. And for that you can duplicate the text box. Make sure it is at the center, and here you can write the percentage. Like this is an important figure, so increase its size. And add the glow. This is optional, but here I think it will look good. And similarly you can apply the or use the text box on the remaining shapes as well, then change the values accordingly. Now we are left with the description. So let's write a very small description for all these shapes. So there is too much text in the description. Let's remove the redundant text. Let's keep only these 2 to 3 lines. Make sure the font is visible in the slideshow mode. Always check your slides or review your slides in the slideshow mode, because that's the mode when your audience will view the slides. So justified text will not work here. Let's keep it center lined, and then place it across the shapes. So what else we can do? Let's draw this circle once again, because this is the theme we are following. Remove the outline, so it has automatically picked the blue theme. So you can further adjust the transparency levels and move the sliders to the left or right. So I want to add 2 circles, one on the bottom right and one on the top left. So let's duplicate it and rotate it so that this portion which has this light shade comes towards the top. So our design is almost complete. Let's add the heading here. So if you are following your branded templates, then I'm sure there must be a top bar where the logo is already placed and you have to add only the title of the slide. So in that case you can use the bottom area only, and you can change the color scheme as per your branded template. So this is a slide output. I hope you will really like it. So let's view it in the full screen mode. So this is the beauty, and you can watch this video till the end, learn all the tips and tricks, download it from the link provided in the video description, and it would be really great if you can subscribe to our channel and support us and like this video. So that would be really helpful, and I'll see you guys in our next video, and till then, bye bye.